Ooh. Okay, let's see. Shalom, shalom, family. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are in the world. Hallelujah. All praise to the Most High always. This is the day. This is the day Yahuwah has made. We will rejoice and be glad in this day. So let me know if you guys can hear me. If you are tuned in right now, please let me know if you can hear me. So I was just checking the mic and it was just like on and off. Let me see. Okay. As you guys, yeah, I'm checking myself. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Welcome, 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 guys. Shalom, shalom. Peace and blessings to you and your household. Hope all is well with you. Hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Um, if you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Like the video. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Yeah, because today, as it's a pattern. It's really a pattern. It's something that it's like a cadence. It's like some type of frequency that happens and stuff, right? That you really have to pay attention to. You know, I could have told you these peace deals was not going to go through. You know, just from yesterday's live when I was talking about the funeral that they held in Iran, um, that was a lot of people. That was millions of people. So they're not going to get over this at all. So of course they're striking ships, right? This is why I named the title missiles, markets, and money, right? Because that's really what's happening, especially what's going on with NATO too. Um, NATO G7, you got to understand that what the main talks that they're speaking about is security, is trade, is military equipment. How can we trade military equipment? And things like that. So, um, yeah, things are changing fast. Things are changing fast. You can benefit from what's happening. I don't want to sound like evil or nothing, but the opportunity is there. So this is why I say markets. You know, this is why I say markets. Yes, yes, yes. Shalom, shalom, family. Look, if you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Like the video. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Hope all is well with you guys. Hello from Florida. Can't wait to get to Mauritius this fall. All praises, Jackie Cooper. Yes. Thanks for tuning in. I remember that name. Thanks for tuning in. So sad here. My son drives one way for an hour and a half. Wow. Gas prices. Damn. So that's like 3 hours. That's a lot. That's a lot. I already know. Yes, guys. It is morning here. It's pretty nippy here in Mauritius. Um, it's about what 6 o'clock. I know it's a little late. 6 o'clock. Still nighttime in a way. Hope all is well with you guys. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. So as we seen yesterday or today for some people about what Trump said, and it's crazy how I say something like oh, what happened like a couple weeks ago with G7 meeting. He's going to say something. He said something important. He said something about um the oil reserves. He said oil reserves, we are going to be running out in a month, 4 weeks, and it's about that time, right? Now he's saying no ceasefire. Like we're done with ceasefire. I'm not trying to talk to them. I'm not trying to deal with them. It is over. It is wartime. We are going to bomb them. I'm not holding back anymore. Point blank. Period. That's what I heard. I don't know if you guys heard something different, please let me know in the comments. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Let me know what time it is there. It's about 6 a.m. where I am. But yeah, that's that's basically what's happening. And it's a pattern. That's why I said it's a pattern. Like, you think things are gonna go well. You believe like, okay, the market is starting to level out and be okay, consolidate, might go up, might go down. You can take advantage of certain things. So if it was me, or this is me, but okay, all praises from Maryland, 10:05. Is that PM? 10:05 PM. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 10:05 PM. Okay. So yeah, so I'll do this real quick because since someone is on EST time, um tomorrow tomorrow for us, tomorrow for me, today for you guys, or the next day. So Thursday, 9 p.m. EST. We are doing Save Diaspora Business Edition. So we are going to be, talking about talking about our experience and how this sustained us abroad. So this is a lot of questions that we get from clients, about how to make income, like what should I do to, when I move abroad, to have some income coming in. So this is the State of Diaspora Business Edition. We're going to do this this week, and I believe not next week, but the week after. So you have two options. I know this is last minute, but sometimes it has to be urgent because this is what we're getting from clients. These are the questions that we're getting from clients. Like, hey, we need to make money. And we always say, use your skills, use your talents, and make sure that you know that you can do this. You can be sustainable. You can um, start your consulting business. You can start things while you're in the States before you come, because that's basically what we did. And we believe that is the best way to do it, no matter which country that you choose. But this is what we're going to be going over: the best countries to open or do business in when you are a foreign business. So check the links in the description, guys. State of Diaspora Business Edition, July 9th. So this is tomorrow, or today for us, tomorrow for you guys, um, 9 p.m. EST. So I just wanted to get that out the way because I know a couple of people are tuning in from EST and they say it's 10 p.m. there. So yes, blessings. Daryl, Darlene Leak, blessings, peace and blessings. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Make sure you like the video. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, the world is changing fast, guys. It's changing super fast, and you just got to know the you have to know the patterns. You have to know the patterns. So this is why I strongly advise that you get in the market. And before I went on that little spiel, I was talking about, if it was me. If it was me, I would learn how to trade Nasdaq. I will learn how to trade gold every day. EST, 5:30 p.m. Or no, that's my time. I'm sorry. 5:30 p.m. my time, because this is what I do every day, right? So I would say 9:30 a.m. EST. Trade it. Nasdaq, gold, if you can. I'll say Nasdaq. Just stick. I'll say stick with that. Nasdaq 100. Stick with that, and this will make you some money. This will really, really make you some good money. Um, yeah, shalom, shalom. Thanks for tuning in from California. All praises to the Most High. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, Nasdaq 100. That's one of the, uh, s- I guess you can say ETFs. Like it's 100 companies, 100 tech companies, powerful companies that comes together and move that chart. And it's been hitting all-time highs recently. It's been going down. It's been going up, and that's just part of the market. That's just part of the market. Point blank. Period. So um, yeah, you just have to learn how to do it. If you can do this every day, you can make some money every single day and cash out at the end of the week, depending on the broker that you use. There's a broker that I use that it's very simple to withdraw things like that, but you have to deal with like stable coins and cryptocurrency. But that's the way to go, to be honest. So someone commented and said, I got a pocket full of stones. I don't know nothing about all that. Yeah, so just check the links in description. Check the links in description. Make sure you visit our website at www.journeywithusmovetoafrica.com/investing /investing small I. So even if you type it out, it is okay. But the link is in the description so you can check out and learn that. Like you definitely don't want to, man, no, that is a powerful comment right there. I'm not trying to pick on you or anything, but I got a pocket full of stones. Just think about that for a second. Got a pocket full of stones. Because sometimes I do, just for example, because this is the first thing that comes to my mind. A pocket full of stones, right? So our neighbor, she has like 5, 6 dogs. I don't know. She got stray dogs, and every time they barking and stuff. So sometimes if you see me on the live and I'll be like, I go quiet, and they just start barking out of nowhere. I'm like, what is going on, right? But yeah, our neighbor, she has dogs, and every time I step out the gate, I got to pick up some rocks, right? And especially if I go out at night or something like that, go get some pizza or go to a restaurant or something at night, pick up some food and bring it back. Yes, I'm gonna have a pocket full of stones, right? And that does weigh me down, right? So that's why I said that is a powerful comment right there. Just give me a second. Let me get my tea. Mm, nice. But a pocket full of stones that weighs you down, right? You don't need to do that. Like really, you can't allow stuff to weigh you down. So I guess for me, since I brought up the dogs, I pick out the main leader. I pick out the main leader in a group that always barks and comes near me first, right? So before I will, I have the stones in my pocket, right? I have the rocks in my pocket. Whenever he gets close, whap, bam, smack him in the head, right? Smack, boom, and it's not just one stone. You get what I'm saying? I got multiple stones in my hand, multiple stones. So or rocks. I know we're talking about stones, but rocks, like little rocks. It's not like huge boulders. Like got like three up. No, it's like small little pebbles, right? So he can feel. It's like BBs or something like that, right? So he can feel like if you get close, you're gonna feel this, right? But once I start to take the stones or pebbles or rocks out of my pocket, I feel lighter, right? Boom. I can start thinking more clearly, right? I get it out of my pocket. Boom. The other dogs. Boom. They running away. They run away. I'm like, yeah, okay. But then again, my heart, right? I have a, I, I love animals. I don't want to do that. But I have children that goes outside the gate. So I have to protect the area right there. So if they're coming at me when I step outside the gate, I need to make sure I handle what I handle. So when my children step out the gate, the dogs know not to come near, right? But as I'm releasing these stones out of my pocket, right? I can think more clearly. My pockets get a little bit lighter. I can think more clearly, right? So what what I do now is like, hey, I feed the main leader. Like he comes up to me, he wags his tail, he's very happy to see me every time. No barking, no problem, because I already told him, hey, if there's a problem, you're gonna get a problem with me. But you can be nice and get fed other food that you don't get fed. Because, like I said, we are a big family. Sometimes we just have leftover food. I don't like to waste food, so I just give it to our cats, give it to our dogs, not our dogs, but the dogs outside the gate. And now they're very calm. I don't hear barking when I step out the gate. I don't hear barking when other people step out the gate because they understand. So you definitely don't want to have a pocket full of stones. You definitely got to know what to do with the stones, and I'll say release it, get it off you. Don't make your pockets heavy. Don't make your 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 spirit heavy. Don't make your heart heavy. Just you don't want that heaviness on you, right? So I just wanted to break that down in a way with that example because you got to learn. Um, you got to learn what to do and how to maneuver in situations. So I say that because, yeah, check the links in the description. Visit the website with slash investing. So www.journeywithus move to africa.com/investing. And that will give you a blueprint to, hey, no more stones. You just want to, learn how to invest, learn how to trade. So all praises for that, guys. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Make sure you let me know where you tuning in from. But yeah, man. But I guess that's a point. I guess I can tie that into what I wanted to talk about today is about like 6 years ago, I wasn't thinking this way, I say 6 years ago because this is when we actually moved from America. And I know a lot of people feels like it's not possible, but it is. But it all gets down to a mindset, to be honest. It really does. It gets down to a mindset. So I woke up this morning and I pray, uh, give thanks to the Most High, all praises to Him for waking me up. But after that, because well, baby girl woke me up. To be honest, she started whining at like what 4 o'clock, 4:30. So this is why I do lives this early, or maybe this late for some people. Um, because I'm just up. I can't like when I'm up. I'm just I can't go back to sleep. But I was thinking like, dang, I would not be like 6 years ago. I'll say 4 years ago. No, I say 4 years ago. Yes, I started to think it in a certain way. It is a mindset thing that people have to know that they have to change. So 6 years ago, I would not wake up and try to figure out what was said in a NATO meeting, what Trump was saying with these ceasefires, what Russia and Ukraine or Trump said to Ukraine and stuff like that. What's going on around the world when it comes down to news? What's happening in South Korea's stock market? What's happening in Japan's stock market? Um, and it's a lot that's happening because Japan and China and Asia in general holds a lot of bonds, and yeah, that rules a lot of money. So once you start to change your mindset, once you start to get in a space of investing, you start to pay attention to things a little bit different. You start to follow the money, right? So that's why I say, hey, I will not be um, paying attention to these things 6 years ago. I know I was so focused. I was so focused on getting abroad, moving abroad, escaping Babylon, making sure that Me and my household will be good when it comes to business, when it comes to income and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, it's just a blessing, and I'm glad that I started there. I wish I started like like way before, like yeah, but you know, that's why I say start now. Start now because in the future you're going to be like, "Man, I wish I started then. I wish I started when somebody told me about it. When Yashai, he come on live and talk about it all the time. He talk about investing. He talk about trading. And I listen to it. I'm on here, but it just goes over my head. I only kind of talk about what's important and what I know what's important and what's been working, what has been um keeping us afloat, what the most high allow us to do and continue to do. If this wasn't working, the Most High would shut it down, and I know that. Like really, He would just boom, no more. Don't do it because it's not good. Don't do it. Boom, block. You get what I'm saying? Wall up. Don't do it. So I come on here to share with you guys what is working. Number one, business. Make sure you use your skills and talents, whatever your experience is, when it comes down to workforce, when it comes down to um, your experience, like whatever you have been doing your whole life, whatever you love to do. So if that is, you love to cook, because I'm looking at some food right now, right? If you love to cook, if you love to juice, if you love to talk to people, if you love to help people, um, you get what I'm saying? If you're very good with your hands when it comes to cars and fixing things like maintenance and stuff, if you love to exercise. You get what I'm saying? If you love to be healthy, that's a good thing. You got to find what you love to do. What are you good at? What is your skills and talents? Monetize that. You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent with it. We are in an age of you can't go door to door, especially in America. You don't want to go door to door marketing, right? You don't want to. I mean, I did it back in 2014, 2015, 2016. I would just go, I would ride down the street in the car. I had my lawnmower in the back, a weed eater, everything like that. And I would see a yard, like, this yard looks like it needs cut. Yes, I would not. Boom, 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 boom. Hello, you know, market. Boom. Okay, I cut your yard for this amount. Good. But now you gotta be careful, especially in America. You gotta be careful. So I'm saying that because you gotta do things online, especially if you are thinking about moving abroad. If you want to escape, or I don't even want to say escape. That's the wrong word to use. I wouldn't say escape. If you want to live abroad, and when I say I'm saying live for a reason, because in America you feel like you're not living, and you feel like you're barely making it. You're struggling just to keep up with things, right? But when you move abroad, you start to appreciate living. You start to appreciate life. You start to appreciate things a little bit more, right? This is what, living abroad really taught me. So I'm saying that because that's number one is business. Secure a income source. Secure if it's a W-2 job that really allows you to move remote, that is good too. I'm not saying shy away from that. I'm not saying that. If you have a W-2 job and or a contract job, those are sketchy, but at the same time, if you have been there for years and it's been working for you, keep that. You have to have that income coming in. But if not, just say, dang, today is the day that my wife's mother and brother comes here um to Mauritius. So yeah, we're gonna let me take some tea. we're going to see how that goes. But her mom is actually retired, so she gets a pension. So we talk to a lot of retired folks that gets a pension that has some type of income, SSI or something like that. Um, but they still want to know how to create income, right? So this is why we're doing a state of the diaspora business edition, so people can realize, hey, this is important to know when you move abroad. Okay, I get my little 2,500 a month or 3,000, but I want to do more. I still have energy. I still want to help people. I still want to do what I love and stuff. I just don't want to sit back and be like in the house, because that's one thing. I used to go to a meeting, and this guy, he's retired, and he's like, man, retirement is so boring. I just don't know what to do. I'm in the house, and I just don't do nothing. I don't do nothing, and it sucks. Like, I just want to do stuff, and it's like, dang. So he started to volunteer at certain places to help like students and stuff and things like that. So that's when I realized, I'm like, dang, we strive for retirement. We strive to just sit here and kick our feet up and be like, all right, cool. Like, all right, what now? Okay, you know what? I see that table right there. I'm gonna lay on the table. It's like little things like that. I'm not saying go lay on the table when you retire, but I'm just saying it's just that I see my table right here. So just for example, you do what you want, right? You want to kick your feet up and just do nothing, right? Do nothing but do something that is nothing. But just from people that we talk to, it's like, no, I don't want to do. I want to do something. I want to do something. So that's why I say you have to use your experience. You have to use your skills and talents to do that, to create income, right? So check the links in the description, guys. State of the Diaspora Business Edition. Um, this is today. This is today, or tomorrow for some people, but today, or it's going to be tomorrow for me, but today for you guys. As I'm talking, this is the day, July 9th, but it's going to be July 10th for us at 5 a.m. Or 5 a.m. our time. Yes. So let me check some of these comments. Peace and blessings, guys. Shalom, shalom. If you are just now tuning in, let me make sure you like the video. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know what time it is, where you are. As you guys see, if you have not been here from the beginning, it was dark. It was dark out. So um you see the light start peaking right here. So this is the light that's outside on our porch, but this is the light of the sky. So I hope it doesn't rain too much today. Yes, peace and blessings, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Greetings to all. Real talk. Yes, our gifts will make room for us. Your wisdom is appreciated. Absolutely good content. It's the eighth year. Yeah, yeah. That's why I say, like, I know it's the exactly. So it's 7:28 p.m. and sunny, and yeah, Cali. So yeah, so Cali is 11 hours, or we are at 11 hours ahead of Cali. We are 8 hours ahead of EST, maybe seven. I'm not sure. Yeah. Um. So yeah. That's why I say today, July 9th, State of the Diaspora, 9 p.m. EST. 9 p.m. EST for me is going to be 5 a.m. July 10th. So sometimes it get confusing, but once you just breathe and think about it, confusion, you don't want to have confusion. You just want to make it simple. So that's why I say, hey, 9 p.m. EST, because that's where we come from. That's what a lot of people that's where a lot of people are. Some people are California time, but that's 11 hours behind us. So yeah. But yes, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. All praises to the Most High. I was just talking about, um, the peace talks that it's pretty much over. Um, the world is changing fast, to be honest. So that's why I say I believe that people should be investors, people should be traders. And when I say traders, it's not like, oh, you sitting at the computer trading, trading, trading. No, I'm talking about, hey, learn how to trade. Maybe you put a position in, you hold it for a couple days, and you're out, and you make 400, 500. Just imagine if you can make 500 in a day, 500 in 2 days without doing nothing. You just press a button and it goes, and then you're out, right? So that's why I say the benefit of trading is good, but also investing long term. So long term investing is the way to go. But once you really start to invest, you're gonna be like, huh, I see these people trading and it seems so simple. You're gonna want the information, the understanding, the knowledge when it comes down to that. So that's why I say that. And it helps when you're moving abroad too. So yeah, just skills and talents, knowledge is key. Options are wonderful. Um, and yes, trading options is wonderful, but I'm saying having options also is wonderful too. So it like really everything ties together. So I know I was talking about the peace talks, how Donald Trump said no, missiles flying, you know, ships are getting hit, fires. So yeah, yeah, it's a lot, and it's just a pattern. It's a pattern that happens. It's sometimes peace, 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 destruction, peace, 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 destruction, and all through the peace, right? All through the peace, there's something that's happening behind the scenes that people don't pay attention to, right? Um, all through the piece, there's going to be distractions thrown at people. There's going to be the Charlie Kirk case or trial thing. There's going to be um, Carmelo Anthony things that happen, right? There's going to be, um, I'm not sure the young man's name about the 4th of July when I, for me, it's so hard to look at that stuff because I will go super deep into it, and then that just gets you very emotional. So even like for the Carmelo Anthony um, situation that that happened a while ago, but now it's relevant and it's just throwing in people's face. You got to just be careful with that, because you will just get involved too much, and I'm talking about emotionally. You will emotionally get involved, spiritually get involved, and your energy is involved, right? So sometimes they feed off that energy. So that's why I say you just have to really, really understand what's important to you. Stay on the narrow path that's continue to allow you to keep moving and grow. So yeah, let me see. Yeah, I was speaking about how the things um that's been happening these past couple months with the G7, with the G7 meeting and the NATO summit meeting, and how all these powerful nations are starting to meet or together. They're starting to come together, talk about what's going to be happening in the future. That's basically what's happening. So why aren't you preparing for what's going to be happening in the future? These nations, they know what's coming. They see what's coming. They molding what is coming, right? And this is why I say you gotta allow the Most High. I believe that's in Jeremiah. The Most High will mold you. Um, Allow Him to mold you. Allow Him to. You are clay, right? He's gonna mold you. Um, but that's basically what they're doing. What these superpower nations. These nations are molding what's to come next. That's the new world order in a way. That's why you have to. once you start to get investing, once you start to get into investing, sorry, once you start to get into investing, you start to look at things a little bit different. You really do. And you can see the bigger picture of, okay, they are planning stuff out. They are doing these certain things for a reason. And you just don't want to be left behind. That's why I say the ultimate checkmate is going to be Africa, where all the resources are. This is where the resources are, point blank, period. And we know it. We hear it. I know it just goes over our head. Um, and yeah, I know this morning, baby girl was awake and me and my wife was having a conversation. She was like, "Oh, what did you talk about yesterday on the live?" And these lives, I just talk. I just kind of just ramble in a way, talk about what's on my mind, what's on my heart, and stuff like that. And I'm like, dang, I kind of, I kind of don't know. So I had to go back to the video. I had to go back to the video and scroll through it. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I did talk about this. I did talk about that. I did talk about this. Um, and that tells me right there where even myself, things go over my head just from yesterday. So yeah, yeah, it's super deep. It's super deep where, I know for us, I do a lot throughout the day when it comes down to family, when it comes down to the children, and things like that. When it comes down to business, homeschool, um, you know, cleaning, cooking. You get what I'm saying now? Mother-in-law and brother-in-law is coming. Clients just talking to people and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a lot that, just trying to pay attention to what's going on when it comes to this investing and trading world. Um, but yeah, the most important thing is to have your foundation in the Most High and make sure that you are solid. Make sure you try to stay on the narrow path as much as you can. You don't want to tippy toe away from it. So yeah, that's something that for me, I don't try to teach people like I know everything. I just try to like speak to people from my experience of what I, been through and what I have gone through and what's been working for me, um, and how it's been working and what I did to um, be consistent and knowing that it works and stuff. So that's what I say, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. All praises. All praises to the Most High. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Let me know where you are tuning in from. This is something that I greatly, greatly appreciate, just seeing where everyone is located in the world. Everyone is tuning in the world and stuff like that. So all praises, guys. But I will say this: July 19th, there is a free Zoom meeting that you guys can join if you want to um, know a little bit more about stocks, know a little bit more about ETFs, dividends when it comes down to dividend payments, and companies and stuff like that. When it comes down to trading, when it comes down to risk management, just pretty much everything. So July 19th, there is a free Zoom meeting. So check the links in the description. It is on our website, www.journeywithusmove-to-africa.com/investing. Go ahead, check out the crash course when it comes down to investing and trading. Um, there's going to be 3 chapters free that you can read. So you can go in there, read the 3 first chapters, and see if you want to purchase the rest. So there is 16 chapters that I created. 16 chapters, 80 pages. Um, and most of the chapters are going to be 3 or 4 pages, um, packed packed with information that I believe that everyone should know. I'm not trying to confuse a lot of people. I just want people to make it simple. You have to make things very, very simple. So that's why I created the crash course when it comes down to investing and trading in uncertain times. So check the links in the description, guys. Free Zoom meeting July 19th. That's one thing that um, I really know and understand is building income. Sorry, guys, the cats they be they be outside all night sometimes. My apologies. Yeah, they be outside. Like sometimes, like we call them and stuff. Like, hey, come, 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 or my son, because I let my children take care of the cats. Um, but yeah, they be outside sometimes just all night, and then in the morning time they hear us and meow meow meow. I'm like, okay, that's good. If you are moving abroad, it is good to have a house cat. That's a good point. I guess I can talk about um my experience abroad. So if you guys want to hear about that, like little things like that, where I'm a dog person, right? But cats are important abroad. They are. So if you guys want to hear about my little spills about cats and dogs and just little things could benefit you, leave a one down in the comment section. Leave a one down in the comment section. I'm trying to get the cat up here so you guys can see her. And I think she's trying to be a alley cat. And if you know what an alley cat is, they go outside the house and get pregnant and come back, right? So our experience with cats, so all praises, somebody did put it on. So I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm gonna say it anyway. But before, let me check the comments. So someone's asked, "What do you think about index university life insurance?" Um, Dang, I'll have to get my other phone to. I haven't life insurance when it comes to that. The end, yeah, I'll have. That's a question. I know you are on members. It looks like. So this is a benefit for joining members too. So little recordings that we do. So just like I was saying about July 19th, I'm pretty sure I will record that and then I'll put it behind the scenes on members. So the members can see the content and see what we are investing in, what type of ETFs are good to invest in, what type of stocks, or what is the next phase of this cycle when it comes to stocks. Um, and I hate to say it, guys, but I'll give you guys a little peek. Space, robots, memory. Yeah, I would say that. I would say that. Space, robots, memory when it comes down to AI and things like that. But look at the details that they really don't talk about when it comes down to investing and stuff like that. Someone said, "How does AI and investments intersect in your thoughts?" Um, so I guess there's two. Like you can take a picture of a chart and plug it into Chat GPT or Claude or something like that, and they can give you a breakdown and stuff. Because my wife does that sometimes, and I'm like, babe, I already know that. Like, why you? Like, I already knew that. I already did my research. I already know. It's kind of like common sense. So that's why I say once you get into this space, you'll understand. You know more than AI. AI gets it from you. So yeah, you can do it that way. Also, I just saw like someone create like bots when it comes down to trading and investing. So, or it's more of trading. So you take a strategy, you get the code, you plug the code into a certain AI system. They help you break it down. You create the bot, and then that bot will trade for you. So they just follow the strategy that you put in, and then you can trade that way. But that's very technical. You have to know code. You have to know certain things to erase, add, and stuff like that. So that's one way when it comes down to investments intersecting with AI. Um, yeah, let me see. Yeah, another way I guess you can just ask Chat GPT like, hey, um, what happened today with the S&P 500? What do you think that's going to happen tomorrow? Or what do you think that's going to happen in 1 month? But once you start to get this information, you will already know that. So that's why I'm like, we can't be so dependent on AI. You just have to use AI as a tool. So the only thing that I will use AI when it comes down to trading and investing, I will create me a bot. But you just have to know, all praises that I have some experience when it comes down to coding. I used to code websites from scratch, but now you don't have to do that, which is wild. You get all these skills and stuff. You learn how to code, you learn how to do this, and now it's so much easier. But that's the only thing that I will use AI when it comes down to investing and trading is create me a bot that trades for me. So I can just plug a strategy in, and once that strategy work out, once the bot see the strategy working, and it gets down to a certain level, it'll just say support, or it gets up to a certain level of resistance. Then the first 15 minutes or something, we see a break of structure and this support resistance. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys are following me, but yeah, the fair value gap, if it taps that and it push down or push up, and then, if it comes back to a resistance, I would enter. So little things like that, it could benefit you, but you just have to know what you're doing. You have to understand what you're doing. So, yeah. But yes, guys, thanks for tuning in. As you guys see, it's morning time. Um, but yes, got a couple ones in the chat. So back to the cat, right? So here in Mauritius, um, our first cat, she she actually jumped over our wall on Passover. Can you believe it? I was cooking some lamb. I was cooking or grilling some lamb and stuff, and then the cat was meowing, jumped over our wall, and that's how we got a little kitten. And us, we like, nobody's looking for her. We checked around the neighborhood, see if there's any flower or flyers or anything like that. No, so we kept her. Um, she became a house cat. The children loves her, and it's always good to have animals when you have children. To be honest, because that's just a way for them to learn how to take care of um, something other than themselves and their siblings. But yeah, fed her, good cat, nice and chill. She started to go outside, started to go chase lizards outside, go chase, cockroaches at night, go chase mice at night. So that's a benefit to have cats. Make it a house cat so they know the inside of the house, and they know um, if there is lizards or geckos or however people say it, they will get them. They will go grab them, play with their bite them. But cats don't eat their prey unless I believe it's some type of prey that they eat. But usually they just kill them, play with them, and then eventually the prey is dead. So that's one thing to have cats. Um, they really help you with making sure lizards are scared to come in the house, making sure your the cockroaches when it comes down to the septic tanks. Now you got to understand when you move abroad, you're going to have septic tanks. That means that they have like a hole in the ground outside. So before they even build a foundation, this is what they're building. So the pee and stuff like that will go in there. Um, So little things like that, it does help out, especially, if you live near bushes and stuff, which we do, we have bushes all around. Of course, you're gonna get little mice and rodents. Just the other day, I saw the cat. It was outside, and it had a mice. It had a mice. The mice started to run and it was beating it up, meow, 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 biting it, meow, meow. And I'm like, oh wow, okay, cool. It was of course, my wife like, oh no, no, it's a mice, it's a mouse, and I'm like, hey, the cat got it. It's okay. The cat. That's what the cat is here for, to do that. Yeah, yeah. So they help out with that. They help out with that. I'll say, dogs is good because um, you know, nobody will bother you. They will know, especially if you have like a German Shepherd or like a big dog or something. Nobody will bother you and stuff. You can train it, but at the same time, you got to feed it. You got to feed the animals. So that's why sometimes I say, "Oh, we are a family of 8, but we have 2 cats. We had 3 cats, but our one cat actually jumped over the fence in our neighbor's yard, and it started to fight the dog, and then the other dogs came and killed it. So yeah, we had to bury it and stuff like that. But yeah, um, dogs is good to have. As you hear, I'm not sure if you hear, but yeah, yeah. Someone said, "Quick recap, just tapping in." Okay, yeah, a quick recap. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you let me know where you tuning in from. Greatly appreciate it. Um, but yeah, recap. I was just talking about what Donald Trump recently said about the ceasefire being over, the missiles flying, hitting ships, hitting buildings, fires, things like that. Um, Good morning. Um, and yeah, how the G7 meeting a couple weeks ago, Trump was talking about the oil reserves being over pretty soon. Um, Also, with the NATO summit, um, what what the world leaders basically coming together and speaking about what's the next phase. It's a shift that's happening. Um, and mostly what they bring out and talk about is security, trade, uh, military defense, and things like that. So we have to understand where the world is heading. As we see, there's a pattern that's happening: peace, peace, destruction, peace, peace, destruction, peace, peace, destruction. Peace talks. Oh, the straight is not open. So little things like that, you just have to step back and realize, hey, it's a big game. It is a big game that they are playing with people, and you just have to learn how to kind of just step back and pick the pieces that they leave, and you can benefit from everything that they're leaving over. I'm not saying you're a dog or anything like that, but yeah, like, we are the little guys. There is some big, big people with big, big money in this world, just like Donald Trump. They came out with um, a number of his family made 1.6 billion in cryptocurrency just this year, and it's half the year. So I wouldn't be surprised if they make 3 billion before the year ends. So little things like that. You know, it's starting to be more clear. It's starting to be more clear. Of course, I was talking about the free resources that we have. We have a Zoom um, meeting July 19th. I'm gonna be talking about, certain stocks that I'm looking into, certain ETFs. So check the links in the description at www.journeywithus.move-to-africa.com/services. That's going to be July 19th. But you have to get the crash course when it comes to investing and trading in uncertain times, just so you can have a foundation of the stocks, of ETS, of dividends, of trading, of cryptocurrency, of risk management. Um, what else? Of just the knowledge that you need. So yeah, but free resources there on the website that you can read the first 3 chapters for free. I put 3 chapters for free, a little bit of the fourth chapter, so you can get a little tease and understanding of, okay, man, this is some good um, knowledge. This is some good reading and understanding. So 3 chapters for free right there on the website, and then you can decide if you would want to purchase it. $98. The price will be going up after July 19th. So the written crash course on investing and trading in uncertain times. Learn the foundation of investings. And of course, State of the Diaspora today, July 9th, 9 p.m. EST. We are going to be going over. This is something that, we always get questions about. How can I make income? Should I get a job abroad? You know, what is the best business to do abroad and this and that. But we will always tell people, get your consulting business, make sure you use your skills and talents while you're in the States, monetize it, start a business with that, start a business of what you love, um, and are and is passionate about. So you will continue to do this every day, right? You don't want to do something that you don't like to do every day. So that's just the time that we are in. But that's something that time after time our clients say, hey, they might be retired. They might, want to bring a brick and mortar here. But we always say you have to be consistent online. You have to have a marketing plan. And this is what we help people with. Even companies that make $1 million a month. You get what I'm saying? Companies that make millions in a year. Um, you know, that's why my wife comes on here and give you guys the most important thing that business need to know is copywriting, is the how you express yourself in words, right? So that's her strength. That is not my strength, as you guys know. That look, that's her strength. So she been in business doing this for um, over 10 years now. And yeah, she made her clients, I want to say she said 34.1 million collectively with the people that she works with. So this could be Fortune 500 companies. This could be you know, just one-off projects that people they just want some like a white page, or emails every week, or emails every couple days. That's probably the best that I seen that really help clients build their brand. That she had a client one time, and when she first started, she wanted to, of course, get website copy, and I believe like a white page. And then she was like, "Okay, I really enjoy working with you. Do you do emails?" She said, "Of course. That's her thing. She does emails." And the client, she wanted 2 emails a day, right? And I'm like, "Dang, that's 2 emails a day." But once you start to do stuff or do things like that, it gets easier and easier. You get like a system going, and you make it more simple. You might bust out 6 emails a day to schedule out, and then the next day, it gets easier. But that's probably the best I've seen um, a client grow in 6 months, 9 months. She did data and analysis, and her numbers went up. Her clients that she was getting, not my wife, the client that she was working with, that client numbers went up 808%. And I'm like, dang, that's the power of copywriting. That's the power of words. That's the power of email, especially 2 times a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, every day. Besides, I think the weekend, besides the weekends, maybe Sundays. But yeah, that was something I was like, whoa. Now I can kind of I get it now. I understand that this is very powerful, and that's what people have to understand. Writing the right words that is written, yeah, you're gonna sell some stuff. So um yes, so that's why we are doing the state of the diaspora, guys. So thanks for sticking with me. Um, that's why we are doing the state of diaspora business edition, because we have the experience, we have the understanding, we have the knowledge, and we want to share with you guys, so you guys will not be left behind or get taken out by AI, because you got to use AI as a tool now. You really do. So all praises for that. Um, what else? Yeah, that's pretty much the recap that I wanted to say. Thanks for that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Make sure you let me know where you are tuning in from. Um, and yeah, like, if there's any questions, please let me know, because it's about an hour now and I'm about to get off here. As you just heard, someone is awake. So, it's morning time. It's about 7 a.m. right now. And yeah, I believe this has been a good video. Thanks for the video. Shalom, shalom, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Good morning to you and your household. Hope all is well. Hope the little one is not running around, getting into the cabinets and throwing socks and throwing stuff everywhere. I hope all is well with you. Um, but yeah, I think that's about it, guys. Um, yeah, check the links in the description, guys. Check the links in the description. So today is the day Yahuwah has made. So rejoice and be glad in this day, and be prosper in this day. Don't expect the unexpected to happen in this day. Expect abundance in this day. So all praises to the Most High. Thanks for tuning in, and I will be talking to you guys in the next video or the next live. Shalom.